Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching RWBY Volume 1, Episode 8, titled Forever Fall, or Episodes 13 and 14 if you want to be technical. Before we begin, just some shill stuff. I made a Discord server if you didn't know. It's free to join. It's in the description below. It's nice, it's fun, you get to talk to me. Because, I tend to not have a very set schedule for uploading. It's pretty sporadic. If you want to get a chance to talk to me in more regular intervals, you can talk to me in my Discord because I'm way more active there. So anyway, I'm really excited for this. It's been a few weeks since I touched RWBY, and I've been dying to finish off this volume, so let's just get into it. So last time we had, we had Jaune force his transcripts, and then Cardin was being an ass. Yeah. Finally getting a part 2. Aw.
How come Jaune gets home so late?
He's become rather scarce ever since he's been fraternizing with Cardin.
That's weird. Doesn't he know we have a field trip tomorrow? We need our rest!
I'm sure our leader knows exactly what he's doing.
I guess so.
She's a little bitter about it. Just a bit.
Long time no see. Did you lock yourself out again?
Oh, nope. Got it.
Again?
So,
Just
where have you
registered.
been lately?
I messed up. I did something I shouldn't have, and now Cardin's got me on a leash, and Hero won't even talk to me. I'm starting to think coming to this school was a bad idea. I'm a failure.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. You're a leader now, Jaune. You're not allowed to be a failure.
But what if I'm a failure at being a leader?
Nope.
You know, you're not the easiest person to talk to about this kind of stuff.
Nope. Jaune, maybe you were a failure when you were a kid. You might have even been a failure the first day we met. But you can't be one now. You know why?
Because...
Because it's not just about you anymore. You've got a team now, Jaune. We both do. And if we fail, then we'll just be bringing them down with us. We have to put our teammates first and ourselves second. Your team deserves a great leader, Jaune. And I think that can be you.
Oh my god.
Have a good night, Jaune.
Looks like she really took Ozpin's words to heart. That's pretty cool.
Hey, it's your buddy Cardin.
I hope we get to see it though, rather than her just saying it.
But I'm gonna need you to go out and get me a bag of rapier wasps. And make sure they've got some really big stingers. It's important, so don't screw this up.
Those sound dangerous. Okay, thing about wasps, right, is that they don't. If you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you. Or was that bees? No, I think those are bees. No, wasps
Yes,
are the
students,
fuckers,
the
right?
forest of
They're
Forever
the
Fall
stupid ones.
is indeed beautiful, but we are not here to sightsee. Professor Peach has asked all of you to collect samples from the trees deep inside this forest, and I'm here to make sure that none of you die.
And
while
by
doing
stupid
so.
ones, I mean like really dangerous ones. Like if you see a wasp, just run the fuck away.
Each of you is to gather 1 jar's worth of red sap. However, this forest is full of the creatures of Grimm, so be sure to stay by your teammates. We will rendezvous back here at 4 o'clock. Have fun!
Come on, buddy.
This is
go.
beautiful. I wanna go to this place. It's kind of like a sakura like forest, right? Oh, I would actually love to see a sakura tree like in real life. Maybe I can go to Japan and see. No, Pyrrha, come on. Go talk to him. Try and clear it up. And he's doing all the errands for them.
Great work,
Awesome.
Johnny boy. Now that wasn't too hard, was it?
I think I'm allergic to this stuff.
Great. So, Jaune, I bet you're asking yourself, why did my buddy Cardin ask me to collect 6 jars of tree sap when there's only 5 of us?
That is one of the many questions I have asked myself today, yes?
Well, come with me and you'll find out.
Oh.
Oh no, are the wasps gonna be attracted to the honey or sap? Bro, she just Minecraft slurped
Carden,
that thing.
what's going on?
Payback.
Pyrrha? What are you...
That's the girl. Red-haired, know-it-all, thinks she's so smart. All right, boys. Last night, old John here managed to round up an entire box full of rapier wasps. And now,
Look how it's labeled
put 'em to
W
work.
for wasp.
Now, according to one of the essays you wrote from you last week, these nasty things love sweets. I'm thinking it's time we teach her a thing or two.
I'm surprised he even read the essay.
And you're
honestly.
gonna do it.
Do what?
Hit her with the sap. Either that, or I'll have a chat with Goodwitch, and you'll be on the first airship out of Beacon.
Would you do that to your friend? You're a leader, John. You gonna let yourself get pushed around like this? Does she know?
No.
What did you say?
I said...
Nope.
No!
He said, nope.
Oh, you've done it now.
Sick the wasp on him. Sick the wasp on him. Oh, what? Already? Oh my god. I forget how short these are. Ah. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So basically this episode is just John grows a spine. Oh man, it looks like we'll have to continue our discussion of bullies from last video. That'll have to wait until the episode ends.
You know that wasn't very smart, Johnny boy. I'm gonna make sure they send you back to Mommy in teeny tiny pieces.
I don't care what you do to me, but you are not messing with my team.
What? You think
Shanks?
talk like that makes you tough? You think you're a big, strong man now? Ah! Ah!
Hello?
Huh?
His aura?
Let's
It's
see
like a
how much of
force
man
field.
You really are.
Or is that because he has a lot of aura? That looks like a bear. That's a very spiky bear. You're fucked. Climb up a tree. Or play dead.
That's a big Ursa!
What was that? What the fuck was he doing? He just actually blurred out. It's not attracted to the honey? No, okay, it is. Okay. Swatted away. Okay. You know, if you let him die, that's like one less problem to deal with, right?
Did you guys hear that?
Ursa! Ursa!
What? Where?
Back there! It's got Carden!
Actually, that's a really funny way of showing, like, how
You and Blake, go get Professor Goodwitch.
how useless
You
he
two,
is
go
compared to
with
her.
that. There could be more.
Crap!
Oh no.
There he is. Oh, I just realized there's like lines on the shield, which makes sense. It can collapse.
Wait.
You think he can solo this? What if he dies? Oh, okay, it's like an Apple Watch. You don't even need to. Okay, that makes more sense. Huh.
What?
How did you...
Well,
What's her power?
Ruby has her speed. You have your glyphs. My semblance is polarity.
You can
like
control
poles?
poles.
No, you dunce. It means
You
she
me
has
both,
control
Ruby.
over magnetism.
Magnets are cool too.
Wait,
Magnets
where
are
are you
cool too.
going?
Yeah, we gotta
That's
tell
so
them what
cute.
happened.
We could. Or perhaps we could just keep it our little secret.
I don't know.
Holy
I
crap.
guess.
Jaune?
Don't ever mess with my team, my friends, ever again. Got it?
Is he gonna listen though? Cause like, can Jaune even beat him in a duel? Or is it power scaling?
No
Cause like,
Cardin tonight?
oh, if you
I
can beat
thought
that
you two were best buds.
Ursai.
Pyrrha, I'm sorry. I was a jerk. You were only trying to be nice, and I had all this stupid macho stuff in my head.
Jaune,
I'm glad
It's
you're
okay.
self-aware.
your team really misses their leader, you know. You should come down. Ren made pancakes. No syrup, though. You can thank Nora for that.
Wait!
She just drank the syrup.
I know I don't deserve it after all that happened, but would you still be willing to help me? To help me become a better fighter?
He has the humility to ask for that, huh?
Hey!
Your stance is all wrong. You need to be wider and lower to the ground.
Aw. That's cute.
Let's try that again.
Push him off the building. You know what? That wasn't that bad. It was a... Oh, okay, that was it. Okay. You know what? That wasn't that bad. It was actually a pretty decent resolution. Huh. I have some thoughts. As per usual, I'll take a quick break to write some notes, go over the episode again, and then I'll be right back for the review. See ya! And we're back. There's actually not that much I want to talk about this time. For real this time. Like, it's not... I don't think it's gonna be like last time where I said, oh, there's not much to talk about, and then I ended up talking for like 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it was mostly just the execution of the... of John's story arc. Honestly, of John's arc. Yeah, so let's just go over what I wrote. Really important one is semblance is your powers, at least I assume. Like, that's interesting because I never really considered it before, but I guess everyone has powers, like, separate from dust powers and their weapons. Like, so it's confirmed that Ruby's speed is actually her ability somehow. Weiss uses her glyphs, but not... I assume not everyone can use glyphs because, well, we haven't seen anyone else use glyphs. So that means maybe like Blake's like shadow clone jutsu could be her power, and Yang's is turning Super Saiyan or something. I'm trying to think about the other team. I'm not sure what Nora's would be. I don't know what Ren's would be. Pyrrha's would be polarity. She can control poles. And John's, we don't know yet. And actually, that's an interesting to talk about because is Aura's a strong force field, or is that how it naturally is? Because we know that we learned that Aura is a force field, but why is it that it like glowed like that and it basically like reflected Cardin's punch? Surely Cardin would know that punching someone with your bare fist might like activate someone's aura to protect them, right? Like, so I don't think Cardin would forget about that. So something specific must have happened when like John's aura must have activated somehow. Maybe it's a semblance where he's able to like, create like a blast to knock people away. I don't know. But very interesting. I'm surprised it took us 8 entire episodes to learn this. Ideally speaking, we should not have gotten this long without talking about this, but okay. Even the way Pyrrha brought it up is like, oh, Ruby is her speed, Weiss has her glyphs, my semblance is polarity. It's like, whoa, that's new word flashbang. Swear to God, the world building in this show is a little funny. It's a little funny. So we know that rapier wasps exist. I'm surprised the wasps didn't end up becoming relevant. Like, I would have assumed the wasps might have had played an important role towards maybe even defeating the Grimm, but no, it was brought up as a plot point and then forgotten about completely. So I guess there's that. And then there's the Ursa, not the Ursai. Ursai might be plural because, Ursa is like bear in what? Greek or something? I forget. Another language. Latin, probably. Ursa, because like Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, like the constellation. So cool. We got bears. We got bears too. That's fun. Yeah. So towards the end, this is basically what he learned. No more false bravado, and then he has the humility to ask for help. I'm trying to think, has he ever had a time where he actually did just have false bravado? Like any time before this. Oh, shit. Yeah, like any time before this arc where he was like, no, I don't need help. I guess it's only just in the last episode then in not Passion and Burden, Jaundice. In Jaundice, he was like, no, I don't need help. It's not that bad. I'm not getting bullied that hard in a way. So he's now he's learned how to ask for help, and also he's learned that asking for help doesn't necessarily make you weak. And this just goes for anything. Like, you see this lesson being learned in many shows and stories. The idea that asking for help isn't, like, it doesn't make you lesser. Honestly, it's pretty strong of you to ask for help because it takes a level of humility to be able to ask for something like that. And relying on your friends, So I guess that's what he learns. It's a fairly simple thing to learn. So even it can be done in an arc as short as in RWBY, because God knows the episodes have very limited time. So it's difficult to talk about really complicated things, especially with the level of experience the writers must have had for this show. Yeah, for Pyrrha, semblance is polarity, and it's a very forgiving person, which, falls in line with everything. She's a very empathetic person. She's kind enough to extend a hand to John to help train. She's a very kind person. So it's understandable that she's very forgiving. The entire time when John was just avoiding everyone, she's just been sitting there really bitter, like, huh, I'm sure our leader knows exactly what he's doing. It's like, okay. But she feels like, I bet she feels like it's hard for her to do anything because John himself didn't want help, and she only could really help once he asks for it. And I respect that, like, that principle. Someone needs to learn how to actually ask for help before they can, they deserve like a kind of help from you. Like, no one's like, you're not obligated to help someone, but it's just a kind thing to do. That's what kindness is. It's like, no, you're not obligated to do a helpful thing, but you do it anyway for no other reason than it's because it's helpful. And a lot of people have that principle where, hey, if you don't ask for help, I'm going to assume that you have it covered. I'm going to assume that you can handle it. And in a way, John actually kind of was holding his own against the Ursa, honestly. Like, he's not that bad. He got tossed around, and it looks like if John had his hand position for the shield at the right place to block the attack, he still would have sliced the head clean off. That's a solid ass swing, by the way. That's a thick hide. And the fact that he was able to just slice right through it, clean off, means he's actually stronger than he lets on. You know? Maybe his aura like powers him up or something. Like, if it wasn't for his mistake, his rookie mistake of his guard not being high enough, and Pyrrha like correcting it, if not for that one mistake, he actually genuinely 100% just soloed that Grim. So that's just impressive. And speaking about that, right? Cardin, as soon as he saw that Grim, was just frozen in fear. And he barely put up a fight. He was so terrified about it. And in a way, like, John could not beat Cardin in a 1v1. We saw this. He couldn't beat Cardin. And it's not like he did some excessive training in between that time and now to be able to go against that Grim. I think if John is able to kill that Grim, Cardin would have also been able to kill that Grim, but he was just frozen with fear when facing something that actually was terrifying. Because he, a bully like him picks on people that he perceives as less threatening, to prop him up as the bigger threat. But against an actual threat, he just crumbles. But the person that he's been bullying because he perceives him as a lesser threat is the one that was able to stand up against such a creature. Cardin could have saved himself. He could have killed that Grim, but he just couldn't. He couldn't bring himself to. And John was the one who got it. And yeah, no, respect to John. He is able to clear that thing. That's a huge creature. Probably bigger than the ones that we saw in the Emerald Forest during the initiation. Definitely bigger than those ones that Blake and Yang took down. Yeah, I think Pyrrha not wanting Weiss or any of the others to intervene was kind of because she wanted to give John the hero moment to prove himself, because that's what he wanted to do. John felt like he had to prove himself, and this was his moment. And so Pyrrha, knowing that she could use her semblance to help him in a pinch, and she did do that, she trusted John to be able to handle this. And she knew that John wants to do this. If they had come and saved him, he probably wouldn't have gotten that newfound confidence to stand up against Cardin. Or he wouldn't be confident that he even deserved to be in Beacon. But with this, it gave him a reason to believe in himself. That, hey, I can do it, actually. I think I'm able to keep up with the people here, in a way. I mean, but the truth is, he would have just lost or died had it not been for Pyrrha, because that was a rookie mistake. You if you hadn't blocked that, which he wasn't going to, cause he brought his shield up. He brought his shield up to block it, but for some reason he started dropping it as he was trying to swing his sword. So like he actually just blundered there. Pyrrha genuinely saved his life, but not telling him is probably a good thing for now. It's a white lie for the aforementioned reasons of giving confidence to him. And in the end, he did just tell Cardin to fuck off. And Cardin, I guess, he's like, oh, well, fair enough. I didn't know you could do all that. Like, I thought I was hot shit, and I thought you sucked ass because we fought, and it's like, yeah, you're actually just a wimp. But it turns out, yeah, no, you actually got more balls than me. You know what? Respect for that. And he's probably gonna leave us alone. Maybe he'll even be our ally. Who knows? Like I don't know what kind of story this is, but we could do one of those like enemies to friends arcs for Cardin. I don't know. I'm interested to see if he's relevant again. Cause this this is just what I have for him. If this is all he is, then that's just tragic. So yeah, honestly, that was fun. That was a fun little side story. I forgot. Ruby Rose. I wrote this last time. Learns that being a leader is more about being a constant role model for others to follow her. And then I added this today. She seems to apply this when giving John a pep talk. She had a very main character moment right there. I mean, it's really interesting because we're following John's POV, which is a side character, and then we're seeing the main character do main character things to our side character. It's fun. But yeah, the stuff she says is very cool. You know, she learned that you're not allowed to fail as a leader because you're responsible for those who follow you. I mean, if you want to expand upon that, it's not about that you're not allowed to fail. You can fail. It's just that more is riding on you. If you fail, there's more responsibility on you because you are responsible for your team. Any leader is responsible for those that follow you. And if you fail, whatever happens as a consequence is on you. If anything happens to your people, to your teammates, whatever, you have to somehow carry that weight, carry that burden. And so you're better off not failing as much as possible, as much as you can. So she believes in John's potential as a leader. You know, John is just not a confident person in general, but he has to be. To be a leader, he has to be confident because he needs to protect his team. Even though, yeah, no, for example, Pyrrha fights better than him. Definitely. But he's the leader. He's been appointed the leader. The position, the title is bestowed upon him, not her. So he needs to step up, basically. I think that's nice. So the fact that we actually did have an arc dedicated to just John makes me pretty hopeful that, I mean, we don't have time for it for this volume, but next volume, I hope that we get like stuff for the other, what's the name of that team? Juniper, right? We get more in Juniper. Because in this volume, so far, we had a small little arc for Ruby at the start. A bit of Weiss. We're missing Blake and Yang. But we had a whole thing for John this time. With only 2 episodes left, I don't know if it's enough to have both Blake and Yang's like little arcs this volume. So I'm assuming we're saving both of those, or at least one of those, for next volume. And it would be nice to explore maybe Ren or Nora next volume. That'd be nice. Progression wise. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. And I'm really excited to finish off the last couple episodes of the volume. I hope I'll see you soon. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.